Hello, my dear little ones. How are you all? Are you safe at home? In our last class, we start our 7th chapter, right? Children, did you remember the topic that we discussed in our last class? Okay, so let's recall the topics. We studied that all objects need space to occupy, right? After that, we discussed about the objects having definite shape and the objects which do not have a definite shape. Dear children, can you tell me any two things having definite shape? Yes, very good. Stone, paper, etc. And the objects which do not have a definite shape? Say any two examples. Yes, water, oil, etc. Very good. All of you studied the topic very well, right? Shall we start our today's section? Children, look at the picture. What do you see in this picture? Yes, it's a water wheel. Did you know what is its use? Okay, teacher will tell you. Water wheel is used for converting the energy of flowing water into useful forms of power as like in a water mill. As the picture shows, water wheel consists of a wheel with a number of blades. So from this we can understand that flowing water has power, so that we use water wheel to produce power. Okay students, is it clear to you? Here we studied that water is a liquid and it has power. So the things that can flow are called liquids. Can you say the examples of other liquids? Yes, oil, petrol, etc. Very good. The next topic that we have to discuss is changing state. Children, what happens if we heat some water in a vessel? Yes, water vapor rising up, right? Then what happens if we place a plate at the top of the vessel containing boiling water? Yes, the water vapor doesn't go out. If we place the vessel like this for some time, what happens? Yes, the water vapor cools to form water. So from this we can understand that water changes into water vapor while heating, and the water vapor changes into water again by cooling. And we all know that water changes into ice by cooling. So this is the change of state of water. Water on heating changes into water vapor, and while cooling water vapor it changes into water again. While cooling water it changes into ice, and on heating ice changes into water. Okay children, did you understand? Now I am going to give you an activity. It is given in your textbook of page number 74. You have to find out the examples of other liquids and color it. Will you do it? Okay. So it's time for winding up. I hope you understand the topic that we discussed on today. Thank you.